Welcome to the F1 Life channel. Today we're diving into a major topic. Carlos Sainz will be leaving Ferrari at the end of the season. Why has this decision sparked so much conversation, and what's next for the Spanish driver? Stick with us as we explore the reasons behind this move and what it could mean for both Ferrari's future and Sainz's career. Let's get into it. Carlos Sainz is set to depart Ferrari after this season, marking a significant and emotional exit, especially as the team appears poised to challenge for the championship in the near future. The Spaniard has shared his mixed emotions about leaving, and it seems he'll be more determined than ever to prove that Ferrari might regret their decision. But is this sentiment genuine? And could Ferrari end up facing the consequences of their choice? One of the most talked about decisions by Ferrari in recent months has been the decision to bring in Lewis Hamilton. There's been ongoing debate about whether he's still at his peak and whether it's wise to build a team around him. Ferrari believes he is, but as is often the case in F1, you can't fit 3 drivers into 2 seats. Consequently, one of their current drivers had to go, and that driver was Carlos Sainz. Although Sainz has secured a seat at a team much less attractive than Ferrari, namely Williams, it's still painful that the team has suddenly managed to resolve their issues just as he is being replaced by Hamilton. This was not an easy situation for Sainz to accept. When discussing it, he mentioned his involvement in the development of Ferrari's car. Despite Charles Leclerc being viewed as the team's future world champion, we can't ignore the fact that Sainz has driven brilliantly for Ferrari, winning races like Australia and Mexico this year. When talking about the situation and how it affects him as he prepares to move to a less competitive team in 2025, Sainz said, "I am a driver who loves getting involved in the development of the car, living at Maranello to improve the team. When I arrived at Ferrari in 2021, my target was to win a championship. We might do it this year in the Constructors. It would hurt more if next year they are fighting for the driver's title. I will feel like I obviously had a bit of an influence in building this team to be a championship fighting team, and to not be here next year definitely hurts." Although Sainz started the 2024 season on a high note, winning in Australia and outperforming Leclerc in the first couple of races, the true picture emerged as the season progressed. Once Leclerc had gotten to grips with his car, the head-to-head battles were heavily in his favor. Leclerc finished ahead of Sainz 12 times, while Sainz managed to outqualify his teammate only 6 times. In terms of race wins, Leclerc has secured 3, while Sainz has 2. However, there is no doubt that Sainz has played a significant role in helping Ferrari become what they are today. Normally, one might assume that Sainz wouldn't want to leave Ferrari just yet. He would need more time to adapt to a team like Ferrari, which has far greater resources than Williams. The Grove-based team faces a much more difficult challenge in terms of getting the most out of the car and returning to its former glory. Still, Sainz is looking forward to the venture ahead, and when addressing it, he said, "You turn the page. I can't wait to be at Williams. It's just the way things have panned out with Ferrari. I am a big believer that you can never say never. In everything I've been through, I try to leave on good terms. I try to put myself in good positions. I am a guy who has good relationships with people. I'm relaxed in that sense. I will leave the door open for Ferrari for the next few years. Ferrari is not an option for me because I'm committed to Williams. But in 4, 6, 8, or 10 years' time, who knows?" This statement suggests that Sainz could follow a path similar to that of Fernando Alonso, returning to Ferrari after stints with other teams, and perhaps even after briefly retiring. However, we can't compare a driver like Alonso, who was the last Ferrari champion, with Sainz, who has only been with the team for 4 seasons, and has won 3 races, while being more or less dominated by his teammate. Nevertheless, Sainz's statement is a fair one. If you were to ask Leclerc, you would likely hear a sense of optimism that Ferrari can and will be the next world champion. When discussing this matter, Leclerc said, "I feel like we are working well. However, it's a relative sport, and it all depends on how well the others are doing as well, and they're doing super well for now. So, we've got a lot of hard work to do in the next few years, but I believe in the project. I have to believe in the project 100%, and I'm sure that Ferrari is the next team that will be world champion. We just have to keep working now." Sainz himself has been adamant that the decision to be replaced by Hamilton is not hurting him in any way because he understands Ferrari's position. They were presented with the opportunity to sign a 7-time world champion, which is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apart from that, there is no bad blood between Sainz and the members of Ferrari, despite some media speculation about tensions, such as when Leclerc passed Sainz to win in Mexico, which some interpreted as Sainz being unhappy with the team not prioritizing him in the championship fight. However, Leclerc himself denied this. That said, having Hamilton replace Sainz could be a double-edged sword. Hamilton is edging closer to 40 and is much closer to retirement than the beginning of his career. Although Hamilton has stated that he intends to stay in the sport longer than Alonso, which suggests that there are still fruitful years ahead for him at Ferrari, his age remains a factor. Experts have raised concerns that Ferrari may be making a mistake by signing Hamilton instead of extending Sainz's contract. When talking about how easy it was to sign Hamilton, Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, said, "It wasn't difficult to sign Hamilton. Actually, Ferrari has always been in his thoughts in some way, and now the stars have aligned. But he's here to win, not for vacation. I'm convinced that we have everything we need to try." Hamilton himself added that wearing the Ferrari red suit is something he has dreamed of since he was a kid, even though he's spent most of his career with McLaren and Mercedes. Proves Vettel's statement that everyone is a Ferrari fan even if they say they are not. For Hamilton, joining Ferrari will be more than just fulfilling a dream or retiring on a high note. He's determined that the team needs to return to where they were in 2007, when Kimi Räikkönen managed to win the championship over Hamilton and Alonso by 1 point in the infamous McLaren team battle. Hamilton said, "For every driver growing up watching the history, watching Schumacher in his prime, I think all of us sit in our garage and see the screen pop up, and you see the driver in the red cockpit. You want to know what it would be like to be surrounded by the red." But Ferrari is a team that hasn't had huge success recently, since 2007, and I saw this as a huge challenge. I've got a great relationship with Fred. Obviously, I raced with him in Formula 3, and we had amazing success there and also in GP2. That's where the foundation of our relationship started. We just always remained in touch. The situation is quite interesting. Sainz will have to prove his talents in an underperforming car at Williams, and we'll see if he has what it takes to turn the team back to its old ways. For now, his first step will be to become a consistent point scorer and midfield competitor before a new era arrives. With all this in mind, do you think Sainz will have an opportunity to rejoin Ferrari at some point in the future? If so, which driver do you think he would replace? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're interested in the latest developments regarding Joe and his potential commitment to Ferrari, be sure to click on the video appearing on your screen right now. Thanks for watching. We are very much looking forward to your comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel to not miss the latest news and analysis from the world of Formula One. See you in the next video.